Hello everyone, welcome back to another installation video, and in today's video we have this 2022 Kia Telluride and we're going to install the taillight tints for this Telluride. So as you can see, this is how it looks before the installation and this is how it will look after the installation. The link for the products will be in the description below, but with that being said, let's get started with the installation video. So before starting the installation, we want to make sure we clean the taillight first. So once we finish cleaning the taillight, the first step is installing this outer piece of the taillight. So with this one, we're just going to align it to the corner up top. Slowly align the film and work our way downward to the bottom end here. So just apply your slip solution. And you want to align it up here, right on the edge of the taillight. So once you have it right on the edge, the next thing is tacking it down. Just lift the film, spray tack solution, and then tack it down. And you are going to have excess film here. This film, we're just going to lay flat onto here. And once we install this, it's just going to overlap on top of it. So for now, just leave this film. Once this part is tacked down, we just continue on and aligning and tacking down the rest of the film right here. So just lift, apply tack solution, and make sure you align it to the edge, as close to the edge as possible. And once you have it aligned, just squeegee. And you just continue on with the corner here. Just align it and then tack it down. Once we have this whole area tacked down, the next thing is just sealing the edges around. To seal the edges, we're just going to apply tack solution and heat and use a microfiber towel to absorb any solution that's on the film. And once you're done sealing all the edges and there's no film lifting, then we could proceed to installing the front piece of the taillight. So now that this piece is done, we move on to this. Before starting, we want to apply slip solution. And you want to start by aligning the film to this edge here. Once you have it aligned, lift the film and apply tack solution. Squeegee the film to tack it down in place. Once this is tacked down, then we just work our way down. Make sure while we're going down towards the film, make sure it's aligned on the edge here. So if it's not aligned, just lift the film and move it right to the edge of the taillight. And then with tack solution, start tacking everything down. Okay, and once you tack down everything, the last thing is just sealing the edges up here and making sure there's no solution on the back. So we just want to use our tack solution, heat around the edges, and then use your towel to absorb the tack solution. Now that we're done with this part and we finished sealing all around the edge, the next thing is moving on to this piece. So this one we're going to start with the outer piece, and then once we're done, we're going to finish out with the middle piece here. So for this one, just apply your slip solution to align it to the edge. Once you have it aligned to the edge, grab your tack solution, lift the film, tack it down, and then while holding it in place, make sure it's aligned on the top. Squeegee to tack it down. And then once you have this piece tacked down, we work away on the curve. So just keep aligning it, and then this should meet the edge there. And you're just going to align the rest of it here. Before moving on with the rest of the film, we want to make sure we tack down this curve here first. That way we're able to just lay everything else flat here. If you need help with the tacking, just apply tack solution. And then you could use either your finger or your squeegee to help remove all of the solution in the back. So just guide it to the curve. You might have a small finger here. And if you do have a small finger, that could be removed with heat and tack solution. For right now, we're just gonna tack it down, make sure it's aligned, and then go placing it down, hold it in place just so the film doesn't move, and then continue squeegeeing. And then from there, make sure everything is tacked down. And then to seal everything, we want to apply tack solution with heat, and then just with your microfiber towel to dry it up. Once we see that the film is not picking up, we can move on with installing the last piece, which is right here. So with this one, just to help you move the film around, just apply slip solution. And it's going to be the same thing, just aligning it on the edge here. And then place it down as you go. So it should do a full cover. And then from there, just apply your tack solution and just squeegee. So that way it tacks down and you're done. Once you're done tacking down, you remove all of the bubbles from the back of the film. The last thing is just sealing the edge around the tint. So we're going to use tack solution, heat, and then the microfiber towel. Once you finish heating up the area, the last thing would be just to post heat both of the tints. That way over time it doesn't pick up. So it's important to do the last thing, post heat all around the edges. So that concludes the tail light tint installation for the Kia Telluride 2022. This is how it looks after the installation. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.